show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I take another first look, this time at Tower of Time. It is by Event Horizon, and it released on April 12th, 2018, so just a day before my birthday this year. And honestly, I've been wanting to play this for a while. I haven't got a chance to, and I feel like this is going to be a game that I'm going to want to play more than just a first look. However, for now, we're just going to go hop in. We're going to actually see what the game has to offer, what the game looks like, and play it a little bit, and I will let you guys decide. Just comment down below your thoughts on the game as you finish up the first look video. And if you want to see more, it's something I may be able to work into the schedule in the upcoming weeks. So with that, I think I'm going to actually back out and let you guys see the opening cinematic before we get to this screen. And then we're going to go in, we're going to start the new game and see whatever that cinematic is going to be. So I will be right back, folks.
I will tell you my story. Our story. What is the reason, you ask? The story needs to be told. And if there is no one left to tell it, its meaning will be lost. Why now, you ask, when all lies shattered around us? Yes, you are right. But we are at the end of times. And when something ends, something else begins. So my story might yet live on in this world. They gave me different names. They called me the hero, the one who sacrificed everything to save the people and the land. They called me the destroyer, who betrayed the trust of all races and brought the end of times. I am both, and I am neither. I want you to hear me, see through my eyes, understand the reasons for the things I have done. And before I pass from this world, I need to be judged. I need you to judge me.
Well, there you have it. I thought that was pretty cool. Figured I wanted to share it with you guys, and I did. So now we're going to actually start a new game, and I get to finally see what the game is all about. So we have a story mode, so if you're just here to enjoy the story, things are super easy. It looks like essentially they had just have some dude pushing the boulder up the hill. Okay. And then over here it's just a really light boulder. We're pushing it up the hill. Not too tough. Just one hand. Just kind of like, whew. Tough stuff. Then the normal, you know, shoving it up the hill. Then they're like, oh my god, the incline. Oh, that's also the other thing. You notice the steep incline. Like, it's not that bad here. A little bit worse there, maybe. This is a bit worse. This is a lot worse. And then he's just basically holding it down at the bottom. It's not going to be a fun time for him. So, alright, let's see what this says. Okay, here to enjoy the story. Enjoy the story, but don't forget about upgrading your party. Enemies might surprise you from time to time. Counters are challenging. Expect to use slow time and pause. Enemies will use everything they have to defeat your party. For veteran players, one mistake will not kill you, but a few will. Enemies are ruthless and will exploit your weaknesses. And finally, expect to die. A lot. Be clever, think outside the box. Prepare before each fight and understand the synergies between champions. Recommended only if you get familiar with the combat. Alright, well, we're going to go with normal because, you know, I'm very much of the mind of that's how games are supposed to be played, on normal. But that's just me. Alright, enjoy the...
Our land is dying, and we are dying with it. This was not always the case. Artara was once a place of wonder and beauty. The 5 races thrived in peace and harmony. Then, long ago, something happened. A cataclysm of unimaginable proportions. Something so disastrous, we don't even have a name for it. For when it destroyed our civilization, it took with it all knowledge of history. The past is now lost to us. Our future is uncertain. We are left trapped in a bleak and dismal present. The land itself is our enemy now. The weather extreme and unpredictable. Droughts persist for several weeks, followed by floods that wash everything away. Yet our gravest problem is the lack of sunlight. Storm clouds shroud our world in everlasting twilight. Without the sun, we are unable to grow food, and so we struggle to survive this dark world, a seemingly hopeless battle. I look back now to when I was a young boy, living on the fringe of the human domain. While hunting for food, I stumbled upon ruins uncovered by a recent earthquake. A bad omen, normally avoided. But this time, something drew me in.
Okay. Well, I gotta say, just narration styles, it's pretty cool. I'm already invested in this. So, like I said, I do hope that this game actually plays well and it's really, really good. It looked cool. It looked like something I definitely want to get my hands on. I did. It just fell through the cracks. Till now, I'm digging through the cracks, guys and gals. I'm playing some of the stuff that I missed, and I'm pretty excited. So let me know if this is something you want to see continue. The entire morning passed without the sign of a single rabbit. Rarely was hunting so bad in the woods surrounding your village. It felt as if something unnatural lingered in the air. A frightening thought that sent a shiver down your spine as you slowed your pace and gazed through the trees to a scene of total devastation. The beginning 25 years ago. The forest laid before you, sundered, littered with jagged rocks and vast chasms. The aftermath of the earthquake 3 days past. Pushing back the impulse to flee home, you moved closer. The adults tell stories of the world regurgitating treasures from long ago. Just a look, you convinced yourself, your curiosity shortly rewarded by the sight of a large fissure emanating a dazzling blue light. Against your better judgment, you squeezed through the gap, leaving behind the world you've always known. What is this place? It looks like a different world. Perhaps I should turn back. The elders are very strict about the old stuff. If you come across anything strange that belongs to the old times, don't touch it. Don't press any buttons. Don't take any crystals. Come back and tell an adult immediately. Bah, they're scared of their own shadows. It can't hurt to look around. Okay, you just control yourself with the mouse. There's a signpost. Gardens of Sorrow 3 miles, Hebden Car 9 miles, Ostwick Bridge 14 miles. Those names mean nothing to you. Okay, this is fine for starters here. Just going along, huh? What's that? It's a statue. As you approach the statue, its eyes flicker with life, and it speaks. Huh. Is it talking? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to hear. I feel like it is talking, but maybe not. Welcome to the sanctum of the first Magus. Please state your business. I just want to look around. The first Magus awaits you, Ambassador Chunstable, representative of the king under the mountain. Who? No, wait a second. I am just a boy from the village. I was taking a look around, and then there was the Sanctum Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administrative captain. Please, do not be alarmed. Maybe I'll just go back the way I came. Please stay where you are and do not be alarmed. The Sanctum Guardians will escort you to the administrative captain. Resistance is not advised. You wait apprehensively for a moment, but nothing happens. Okay, well, I hear whispering in the background. I assume that maybe it was supposed to be talking. I also don't know if I'm having the same weird problems with sound effects that I've had in the past, so there is that option. But it does seem like everything's in order, so I'm just going to go up here. Yeah, we should have probably gone back the way we came. This seems like a bad plan. Oh, that's weird. Below you lies a large throne lined with immense luminescent crystals. As you peer over the edge and focus your attention on one of the larger blue crystals, a faint voice calls out. Fear is the gatekeeper that turns back the masses. Have courage, your destiny beckons. Who are you? What is this place? Come to me, the time is nigh. A powerful desire to leap off the edge of this precipice to the throne far below washes over you. Sweat breaks across your brow as you force yourself back, step by step, The voice vanishes, but the irresistible urge to reach the throne remains. Look around for a safe way down. Oh boy, this is weird. So a safe way down. Well, we do have a little mini-map on the bottom right. There's a little short area over here. I'd like to just see if there's anything here. I don't think there is anything. We can't pause it yet. It's supposed to be like a real-time pause. I'm assuming it's going to be like with spacebar or something. Alright. This looks like another dead end. They're not rewarding me for doing the exploratory thing. Oh gosh, what are those? This looks like a bad idea, man. Maybe we shouldn't do this. Maybe we should go tell an adult. Stranger danger and all that, man. Come on, stranger danger, buddy. No? Oh, man. Alright. Well, there's no way this is going to go poorly. Oh, wait. We just walked into the middle of all of them. Look! Sorry. Look, a boy approaches. Another human after all this time, but a mere child. He doesn't have the skill to survive this place. And yet he has come this far. I can't do it. It's fine. And yet he's come this far. Perhaps he is ready. Ready for what? This is all premature. He must develop the power, or else others will manipulate him. Yes, I sense it now. Are you capable, boy? Do you know magic? Magic? No, of course not. I'm just a hunter. A hunter. But of what, I wonder? Tell us, do you always know where to aim your bow, even with your eyes shut? Enough, leave him be. He doesn't understand. Besides, he poses no threat. Yet. Yes, let him pass. Let him see for himself. Very well, go ahead, boy. Embrace your fate. Thanks for not eating me or crushing me. Probably one of those things, or both. Oh, well, we're gonna... Ooh, is that like... Those are books. We can grab some ancient books. That could be fun. Well, we're coming up to the Crystal Throne. Just don't pull Frostmourne from its stone. Trust me, you don't want to go down that route. Oh, sorry, wrong game. A boy? You are still a child, and yet you heard my call. How can this be? Tell me! I don't know. Please, let me go. I'm scared. I just want to go home. Yes, I can sense your fear. This fear does not rule your heart. There is something else. You are different. As I once was, so long ago. You are inexperienced, your ability undeveloped, but there is no mistake. Such dormant, feral, raw power. An indisputable match. I don't understand. There is much to explain where I have the will. I do not possess the time. I grow weaker by the moment. It took all my strength to raise the tower again, and I must rest now. In time, you will forget this place. You will grow strong and skillful and find a position in your world. For this, before I release you, I must entrust in you an insatiable desire to return. I feel strange. What are you doing to me? For some day, many days from now, you will return to this tower. Seek me in its depths, and on that day, when my power is recovered, we will talk again. Please let me go. Forgive me, boy. You will come to understand, I promise. The memory of this meeting will vanish from your mind, and once you leave this place, you will return as surely as a seedling reaches for the sun. Go now. Run. This place is not safe for a child, even for you. Learn thyself. Give thyself to the world as I have. Return when you are ready. Well, that was weird. Maybe I should have turned the volume down a little bit on the cinematics. I wanted it to be loud enough for you guys to hear. Oftentimes, lately, cinematics have been too low in games, so... Alright, I'm gonna hush again.
Descending the stairs led me to a crystal throne which glittered with swirling light. I felt strangely compelled to approach and sit. As I took my place upon it, a sudden torrent of light enveloped me. The illumination overwhelmed my senses. I grew nauseous and weak, but before I lost consciousness, the throne ejected me to the floor. I fled and told no one what happened, for fear of being deemed tainted and banished from the village, for this was the way of my people. I tried to forget the experience, to convince myself it was my overactive imagination. But the visions that followed said otherwise. Every night, the nightmares came. Their torment highlighted my confusion, as each morning I remembered little, fragmented images, words which made no sense, nothing more. I would have thought myself mad, if not for the strange, incomprehensible symbols I often drew in the sand. Proof that forces beyond my understanding were at work. People in my vicinity kept their distance, and I think they feared me. Over time, they learned to tolerate my unusual nature, but I was always alone, left to brood and ponder my strange fate. One winter, it all came flooding back to me. I realized the crystal throne sat not at the bottom of some ancient ruins, but at the top of a construction incomprehensible in scale. That the ruins were not ruins of some lost city or ancient castle, but a single massive tower buried deep within the earth, and buried upside down. Some unexplainable force had lifted the construction into the sky, rotated it, and driven it into the ground. In that moment of clarity, I knew one thing above all others. I had to go back to that place, for the power within was the one thing that could save Artara. Years later, I found myself a commander in the last human kingdom's militia. The king, a just man and good friend, granted me a favor for my years of loyal service. I had but one request: a small force of men and resources to return to the village of my birth and explore the tower. Preoccupied by an eroding empire, the king held little interest in ancient ruins and towers. He did, however, see the reclaiming of a long-abandoned village on the border of an ever-shrinking kingdom as a boost to the people's morale. He gave me what I requested, and his blessing.
Okay.
So here I am, returning to the very place which has haunted me my entire life. It is a desolate place now. Time has not been kind to my village. Most of it has rotted or been washed away. Yet the tower remains just as I remember it. I am in awe of the power within, and perhaps fearful. The men and I are setting up the camp in the village, while Cain and Maev, two of my most capable warriors, will scout the tower. Once again, I feel its call. We must uncover its secrets. We must find a way to reach the power within. If we fail, it will be the end of us.
So, no pressure. Got it. Oh boy, this is not going to go well. I can almost assure you that. Well, I mean, I gotta say, storytelling-wise, this is fantastic. So, the story continues to be as good as this. I mean, I like it. I'm not sure if everybody else is going to like it, but I'm enjoying it. So, I mean, if it continues along this vein of storytelling, I'm gonna be a big fan of this game. However, we'll see, and I'm still curious about the gameplay. At long last, just as impressive as I remember. I've never seen anything like this. Such green, healthy-looking plants. Whether by natural or enchanted means, something about the soil here produces abundant life. The key to our salvation. Whoever returns with the secret will be king of all our Tara, or queen. Is this the secret we came for, my lord? New crops? I don't think so. No. There must be something else here. Where this is one secret, there may be others. The profit, I mean, potential here could be limitless. If you seek to uncover the secrets of this place, then we will do so. Maev and I will scout the area before you proceed. No need for unnecessary risks. While I appreciated your concern is unwarranted, my old friend. After all, I survived this place as a child. But you're no longer a child, my lord. You're our commander, and we swore an oath to protect you. There may be outlaws or raiders lurking. Ha! Scoundrels are of no concern. I'm well aware my lord is a skilled fighter, but this is a matter of regulation and duty, Kay. I shouldn't have to remind you of that. A commander's primary task is to command. Ours is to obey, and, in this instance, assure his welfare. Maev is right, of course. We cannot afford to lose you to some unforeseen danger or a long-forgotten trap. Allow us to clear the way and provide safe passage. At your discretion, old friend, but be careful. I recall an unease about this place. Strange mechanisms and statues of stone and metal, and something about the crystals. It is difficult to recall. The more I try to remember, the less clear it becomes, as if some will beyond my own works against me. I will return to the village now. Call for me once the way is clear. As you command, my lord. Normally, I would allow the lady to go first, but duty calls for the strongest arm and the keenest combat sense to lead. Get behind me and stay close, fair maiden. This is going to be a long journey. Did you already forget what happened last time you kept calling me that? Okay. Strange start. It's fine. Alright, looks like we're going to finally get into some gameplay, which I'm pretty excited about. Oh, it's some sort of weird pig monster creature over there. So tell me about my lord. You've known him far longer than I. Well, for one, he wasn't highborn. He earned the king's respect and his position through service and skill. I've been in the king's guard just over 5 years when he first joined. A formidable fighter and quick learner, he showed immediate potential. But he often had this odd, distant look in his eyes. So odd. To tell you the truth, it spooked most of the other men. And what of this tower? Does he truly seek a way to heal the land, or are we on a fool's errand? When you have spilled blood with a man on the battlefield, you know his mettle, Maev. I don't know what awaits us here, but I can tell you one thing. Whatever he is seeking in this place, he believes it will help us all. That's good enough for me. Oh, okay. I have control of him. Can I control her too? Oh, she just follows me. The broken statue is made of smooth glass-like stone, the likes of which you have never seen before. Next to it, there is a wooden sign with an inscription. Here at the fringe of the great northern forest, wise travelers seek the boon of Rathchoke. Whisper to her the name of your dearest, and gain grace of the willow and strength of the oak. What's the matter, Cain? Don't think it'll work if you whisper your own name? It feels like a rather naive superstition. Besides, we have no time to waste conversing with a lump of rock. Let's go. Sheesh, lighten up, shield guard. I was just joking. Uh-huh. We on the road again. Oh, there's something shiny over there. Oh, we're gonna find some gold. Look at that. We got some money. And the dead end. Oh, there's something else over here. There's just gold laying all over the place. By the great spirits, what is this? This water is so clear you can see straight through it. It tastes sweet, too. Merchants back in the city would pay a week's wages for a pitcher of this. Look below. Have you ever seen fruit trees like that? I have not. What's going on with these fruit trees? It's an ancient scroll. Your champions find a scrap of vellum half buried in the soil here. They can barely make out some of the faded text. I have traversed this vast cavern 5 times over, and know now there is no way out. What have they done? Where are all the people? I was sitting with the quartermaster, praising the gods for the fine price being offered for my crops. The next moment, everything went dark. I awoke after who knows how long to find the middle of the page is ruined, but a few lines are readable or readable. Readable, I guess. Elanya, and I know I will never see our little valley again. I kept the seeds from one of our plum trees, and I planted them in a good spot with plenty of water. I planted 3, one for you, and one for each of our children. Cool. If a merchant would pay a week's wage for a pitcher of that water, they'd give half their wealth for one of these things. Careful, eating strange fruit can have unexpected consequences. You didn't have any second thoughts about drinking the water here? Take a bite, they're amazing. I'll take your word for it. At least one of us will be clear-headed if they turn out to be poisonous. Yeah, I suppose that is a good call. Well, I think we're about maybe ready to fight that weird little pig monster thing. I just heard a frog. That was weird. Uh-oh. Looks like you were right. High courier, outlaws up ahead. Those are skeletons. Something's not right. Why are they just standing there? One way or another, I'll get them to move. Get behind me. As Cain and Maev come closer, their torchlights reveal fleshless soldiers of a long-dead kingdom. Those are no outlaws. By the great spirits, what are they? Well, I suppose we'll figure it out in about 2 seconds, won't we? Oh, oh. Okay, how does this work? We're fighting an arisen warrior, arisen archer, and arisen adept. You can get some details about it. Skills. Defeat a small group of what appears to be walking skeletons. I think I'm going to absolutely love this game. I really, really do. We're going to see. How does this work? Is it turn-based? I don't know. I'm pretty excited, though. It's it is turn-based, but it's not a grid-based system? This is cool. Or at least it doesn't look like it's a grid-based system. Okay, position your units. Move Cain to a position where he can intercept enemies. He has high armor and can take a lot of punishment. Keep Maev in the back so she can deal death from afar unchallenged. Okay. Let the enemies come to you. Don't rush. Wait and observe. If the Tower of Time... In the Tower of Time, the reflex doesn't matter. Only your tactical awareness and observational skills. Your champions will generate threat when dealing damage. Melee attacks generate 150% threat, and some skills generate extra threat. Enemies attack targets with the highest threat. Each enemy has its own hate list. When they are switching targets, it is indicated by a monster icon above their head. Here, one of the enemies is breaking from Cain and moves to attack Maev. Okay, I gotcha. In tactical mode, spacebar, you can... Oh, okay, it's a tactical pause. Gotcha. That's what I thought. That's why I was so confused as to how we went into like an actual battle arena. I wasn't expecting that part of it. But this is cool. You can see red lines showing which champion is currently targeted by each enemy. This is a very important part of the combat. Let Cain do his job, make all enemies focus on him. You can switch between slow time and pause at any time in the menu. We recommend slow time. There are 2 combat stances that affect how your champions behave on their own. In stand ground, units will never move by themselves, which is useful if you want to group them together. You know, for this is, or what does EG stand for? It's like for example, I guess. For an area, heal, or an aura effect, i.e. That's fine. Anyway, in move and attack, they will automatically attack the closest enemy, moving by themselves if needed. Okay. Some skills require a second click to confirm the cast anywhere on the screen. For example, buffs, while others require marking the targets and then confirming the cast. Enemies in range of the skill are highlighted. Do not waste your mana needlessly. It regenerates slowly in early game. Use skills efficiently and maximize the number of targeted enemies. There's a lot here. Certain enemy skills will target the ground. Red circles will show the impact area. Move your champions outside the range. Interrupt the cast or break the channel. Certain effects like blind, daze, stun, freeze, as well as gravity effects, pull and push, will do that. Okay. The key to victory on higher difficulties is to use both the battleground terrain and skills, which will affect the map to your advantage. Look for choke points and natural obstacles. If your champions are low on health or mana, withdraw them to a safe location until they recover. Okay. So that's the slow move. Alright, so we're going to move here, I guess. And you attacked. We're going to try to do this. You can dash to a target. You can heal wounds on yourself. Can we... How do we... Is there a way to move the camera? Okay. The middle mouse button seemed to let me do that. Alright, he's kind of doing his thing. What do we have? We have an arrow barrage. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's get you over here. You seem to be doing fine. Oh, we can zoom in nice and close. I like this. This reminds me a lot of Arclash Legacy. One of my favorite games from back in the day. Okay, well, it seems like we're doing... Oh, we're fighting like wave after wave of... Uh-oh. Wave after wave of our of the enemy here. Let's go ahead and throw a heal on him. Then we're going to go over there, and then I think we're going to do maybe like an arrow barrage. Oh, somebody got poison there. That's not great. Arrow barrage should get close enough to take him out. You fall back. Have you come down around here. Scoot back this way. Well, I mean, I suppose it's possible we can just back up, right? Nothing says we can't do that. And then they have to come to us. Okay, I think this is going to be fine. He's got enough to heal himself again. And then we'll just have him go in. Get her to move aside. Have him move over there, and I think I'm going to have her just murder these guys straight up. She should have more than enough to take them down. There it is. Oh, you should move, buddy. Will we get out of the circle in time? We will. Okay, I feel like we did okay. I think that's okay. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. That, I'm a massive fan of that. Alright, so it shows some self-healing, some DPS, damage done, damage received, damage mitigated, 54% versus the 8%, healing others. Looks like we acquired a two-handed greatsword or something along those lines. The steel greatsword of water, and it shows a bunch of stats. We got some money. That's pretty cool. I am a pretty big fan of that. If I had not seen them with my own eyes, fought them with my own hands, dead risen from the ground, what evil is this? Such undying determination. Look there, the severed arm still twitches, intent on continuing the fight. I'm just glad they fell easy enough to blade and to arrow. Perhaps we were just lucky. Next time, withdraw further back. Your bow is of no use too close to the front line, and your presence only distracts me from the battle. We've just dispatched the living dead, and you lecture me over tactics? Really, Cain? Sometimes you take your duty and rank too far. After all, you thought they were ordinary outlaws and let us right into them. Ha! Alive or dead, they were no match for my skill with the blade. Whatever you say, Cain. Arguing with you is like talking to a stone wall. Should we go back and tell my lord about this? Not yet. We have our duty to complete. Let us continue and see what lies ahead. Press an icon at the top of the screen or the eye to access your inventory and party management screens. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to do it. Like, I honestly hate to do it, but I think I'm going to have to break off the episode right here, or this first look video. This is definitely something I do want to come back to personally, but I'm curious as to what you think of the game thus far, of what you've seen. Like I said, I love the storytelling so far. I think it's fantastic. They had a great person doing the narration of the voice at the beginning. It's just, it's got me. It's gripped me. The combat is really cool. I like that a lot. I'm a big fan of this style of tactical turn-based strategy. Sorry, tactical, what is it? A real-time strategy with tactical pause. There we go. or in this case, slow down. It feels good. It's nice. I really like it. Anyway, if you guys want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, or any of that wonderful fun stuff, it'll all be down below in the description of the video. I do apologize for this being so late. Like I said, it released back in April. I'm only covering it now. I apologize for that, but hey, at least I'm covering it. We get to check it out a little bit and see. Again, comment down below. Let me know if you want to see more of this down the road, maybe in a couple weeks when we finish up another series or two. We can start up this properly. If not, well, at least you guys get an idea what the game has to offer. You can grab it for yourselves and let me know how it is when you play it. And, of course, if you liked the video, enjoyed it, go ahead and actually leave a like, give me that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more first look videos like this and several other series and there's so many videos, guys. Go watch something. Go have fun. Go enjoy. And until the very next episode, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.